I get
I
into
got
position
this.
to pull on the property and stop. I grab my clipboard and jump out. I walk up to him and say, I need you to sign this. We carry legal forms in the truck so when sign makes the signee or their company responsible for any damage to property, truck, load, or towing fees to get the truck off-site. He signs and all, but throws the clipboard at me. Well, okay then. Game on. I turn into the yard and pull across the driveway and back up 4 times to get the truck completely on asphalt. Once in the best position I could get, I got out and looked at my handiwork. 8-inch ruts all across the front 29 feet of yard from the street. Each edge where the tires went from grass to asphalt or asphalt to grass the driveway collapsed and then broke away. The rest of the driveway had several 6-inch ruts that were at least a foot wide on most of the driveway. But I am not done yet. I have to put down my outriggers to stabilize the boom. Because the driveway was as wide as a truck meant that when I put them down, they would be in the lawn. I carried large blocks to enlarge the footprint of the outriggers to get stability on soft ground. This left 2 more 10-inch holes in the yard about 3 foot by 4 foot square. I delivered the entire load with no issue. Then the homeowner came home as I was climbing off the boom and started screaming at me for the state of his driveway and yard. I calmly turned and pointed to the job foreman and said, "You need to talk to him." Then turned back around and finished wrapping up the truck. I could hear them as they were screaming at each other, but could not understand what they were saying. The final insult, I had to ask them both to move their vehicles so I could back out. And yes, more ruts were made leaving. I paused on the street for a minute to check out my handiwork. It was bad. I got back to the warehouse, and the bosses cornered me before I could get into the office. The contractor's boss had blown up my boss's phone with threats and complaints. I quickly explained and pulled out the signed affidavit. Boss said, "Well, okay then, we're covered," and I heard nothing more about it. That affidavit has saved my butt a lot over the years and has afforded me some great and funny malicious complaints